What's going on? Sorry about that. It took a while to set everything up, but we're live now. Awesome. How's everybody doing today? Well, today I have a special mission planned. Today we are going to do a lunar mission. We're going to do a sample return mission, one that I've been wanting to do for a while. I made an attempt a while back to do this and crashed the damn thing into the moon last time I tried this. So today we're gonna try it again. Made some improvements to the probe bus, added a few new things to it, added some new reaction control systems to it, improved the decoupler, that sort of thing. And also, I am finally running Kerbal Space Program 1.8, so the graphics look a lot better as far as the moon goes. So, or the Mun, as it's called in the game. So, yeah, let's load up the rocket. I went ahead and did most of this work earlier, so don't really have to put the lander on it or anything like that. So yeah, this thing's pretty much launch ready. It's ready to go. So first off, I'll give you guys a glimpse of what the actual lander bus looks like. So I just have to pull this fairing off here. So this right here is what the actual lander is. Now the way I have this thing designed is that top portion right there is the sample return vehicle. The bottom portion's the actual lander. And what's gonna happen is when it lands on the moon, or on the Mun rather, that little arm's gonna come down, it's gonna take a sample, and then that top portion's gonna lift off from the lunar surface and return that little ball at the top to Kerbin. So I've actually modeled this thing after an actual Soviet era probe called Luna 20. Actually, it was I think it was like Luna 15 through 20 something. All kind of had this basic configuration. So I'm actually gonna pull up my browser here and kind of show you what I'm going for. So this is sort of what I was going for when I designed this thing. I think I got it pretty close. And this is how the actual the return vehicle looked. Very phallic, I know. I can see the jokes coming already. So yeah, here's the schematic of how it would have looked. Yeah, so I think I got it pretty close. This is kind of the idea. This whole trajectory, I'm kind of doing something similar. But yeah, so I think I got it pretty close looking. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started with the mission then. So first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put this fairing back on. Make sure that the staging is set properly. We don't want this thing coming off too early. Go ahead, save that. Give you guys a good look at the actual rocket. And as you can see, this thing is huge. Alright. Let's launch it. I think this is like the third time testing out my current configuration of KSP 1.8. So hopefully I don't run into any glitches with this. This is a fresh startup of the program before I started stream. So yeah, it should run fine. Just gotta cross our fingers, I guess, and hope nothing glitches out. BJ Anthony says space pants. Yes, indeed, space pants. There's gonna be lots of that. Alright, so I'm gonna back up a little bit here. gonna throttle up. And, actually, you know what? What's my mission time? You know what? I actually need to go to the tracking station. Sorry about that. I actually have to put the moon in a correct position before I launch this thing. So, let me do that. Let me do that real quick. Turn off all this. None of that needs to be on. Alright. So, I want to launch this thing so that it's going towards the night side. So, I have to position it about right there. So, I'm going to have to do a little fast forwarding here. Get that right about there. That'll work. And the reason for this is line of sight. I want to land it on the day side, for one. And then I want to have line of sight with my communication satellites so that I don't lose contact when I'm trying to do my landing maneuver. So when I send this thing out, I'm going to kind of send it on a trajectory that looks like this, so that it'll be in line of sight and it'll be on the day side. I'm not sure if I'll have enough fuel to put it into orbit. I'm going to try to just land it. But yeah, let's give it a try. Alright. Back here. I think I've already got the I think I've already got it on the pad, but I'm gonna go ahead and just do a fresh load. And I've got so many stages on this thing. I really hope none of them crap out on me. So I am running Kerbal Engineer on this, so I might have to clear a bunch of the HUDs off. Hopefully I won't have to. But I've got one on here that's that helps me with the landing. So that's gonna make it a lot easier to put this thing down. Alright, looks like nothing glitched out on the pad, so that's good. Alright. So, SAS on. Got my guidance computer on. Alright. Turn the sound on the game up. Turn that sound on the game down just a little bit. Alright. I can start turning it a little bit. Now, as I try to, like, pitch this thing over, it's gonna try to start rolling. So I'm gonna have to constantly correct for the roll. Well, Chris says will it return to orbit and destroy us all. Well, considering it's not carrying a nuclear payload, I think we're safe. Even though this thing is based on the Soviet R-7, which was an intercontinental ballistic missile. This particular rocket I call it the Balashka M. Molnai. And it's actually based off of the Soviet Molnia rocket. So what I'm doing is I'm pitching it over so that I can start doing my gravity turn sooner. Go to my map view here. So far, it looks stable. Is this the Minecraft platform? No, this is a different game. I do Minecraft on Thursdays and Saturdays. Alright. So I don't want to pitch it over too much more because I'll risk it going out of control. The rocket engines are kind of loud and annoying. I thought I modified them to be less loud, but evidently the mod didn't take, so I'll have to go back in and fix that later on, like, future missions. No, I did not build this entire world. This game is a rocket flight simulator. Minecraft is something entirely different. Alright, so this stage is about to burn out, and I'm about to ditch it. Ditch those boosters. Chris, my mission is I'm sending a lunar probe and sample return vehicle. So I'm sending this to the moon. Alright. I'm gonna pull up my maneuver block here to see how high I'm gonna rise. I'm gonna go ahead and throttle down a bit. What that's gonna do is it's gonna cause me to start tilting over. Now, I want to get this thing above 70 kilometers. Because that's the limit of the atmosphere. I got to get it out of the atmosphere first. There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and set my set this thing to point at my prograde marker. So now the guidance computer should take over. Chris says, have I played that, what is that? Something first-person game yet? No, I have not. Hold on, let me expand my, OBS a little bit so I can actually read that. Have you played that Pope first-person game yet? No, I have not. I am not aware of what game you're talking about. Alright. Rearrange the musics here a little bit. What I'm doing now is I'm pushing this thing up into space, and once I get into space, then I can ditch my fairing. So I'm just gonna keep burning the core stage of the Balashka M, of the Molnai, until I get up to a certain height. Then I'm gonna ditch the core stage and burn the second stage. Might have to try that game. Alright. Let's see, where are we? Alright, we got about 8 more kilometers, and then I can ditch the fairing. And then I don't have to worry about wind resistance. I mean, I'm high enough up now where I don't have to worry about wind resistance or air resistance anymore. I'm practically in space at this point. I can just go ahead and tilt this thing over. Accelerate. You see my little steering engines there on the end. Go ahead and bring my... Go ahead and bring my flight vector over a little bit. I want to get more horizontal speed. Alright, I think I can ditch the fairing now. Lean it over now, pitch it over. This core stage is about to burn out. But since we're leaving the planet Kerbin, the further away I get is the better. Because then I can take advantage of some gravity assisting. Get a screenshot here. That's pretty dope looking. Oker says that angle you had with the rocket pointed towards the sun made me think of that Bill Hicks joke. Hold on, I'll read the rest of that in a second. I gotta ditch this stage now. Alright, so the core stage has been ditched. This upper stage is what's going to carry us towards the Mun, and there it is. So it looks like we're already kind of on a good trajectory. BJ Ant says, is there a way to show your planned trajectory on a wide scale? Yes, there is. We pull the HUD back up. Right here. So what I'm doing is I'm coasting to apoapsis now, and then I'm going to burn my stage and circularize my orbit. And then what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to try to set my periapsis somewhere along here. So my lowest point is close to the planet, so I can take advantage of gravity and have it throw me towards the moon. That's kind of the plan. Anyway, Ilker says, what did Moss bump into before light bulbs and lanterns? Are there moths on their way to the sun right now saying it's gonna be worth it? Oh yeah, okay, yeah. I totally remember that, Bill Hicks skit. Alright. So, I am 1 minute 43 seconds away from my apoapsis, which is my highest point in the arc. So I'm gonna go ahead and what is this? Oh, oh, you tried to you almost got me there. You almost got me there. I was going to eject this stage before I was ready. Move that. I want to start this engine. I want to have it ready to fire. I'm gonna go ahead and take a look at my map again. Time accelerate a little bit. Turn the music down a little bit here. Had it up a little bit too loud the other day. All right. 25 seconds. So I want to point at my prograde marker. I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of tap on the gas a little bit. Kind of get my turn my RCS on. Oh, actually no. I don't want to waste monopropellant. I just want this thing to kind of tilt over. Then I can light the engine. And now. Go ahead and turn the game up a little bit. All right. Watch that arc expand into an orbit. This over here also tells me how high I am above the atmosphere on my periapsis. The goal is to try to get this close to this and try to circularize it a little bit. Alright. Okay, kill it. Alright, not quite as circular as I'd like, but it'll work. Alright, where's the moon at? Alright, so I'm gonna be falling as I'm going towards it. So that works. And now, take a look at my fuel here. Alright, still got plenty of fuel in there. Tank is almost depleted. So hopefully I haven't used up too much of my fuel. Alright. Add my maneuver about right there. I need to set this as my target. Alright. Maneuver. Minute adjustment. Move it over a bit. Where are you gonna be? Come on. There we go. There's our encounter. Right there. What's my periapsis at? Quite want to put it down on the surface like that. That works. That'll put us practically on the surface, but it'll put us in a trajectory. Actually, you know what? I want to kind of move it off the surface a bit. Kind of want to get that to about 10 kilometers, something like that. It's a little too low. About right there. 12 kilometers works. 2001 references. Love it. Alright. So, to get to this node, we gotta go all the way around. So, we gotta do one full orbit. Well, almost one full orbit. Check my battery. Liquid fuel oxidizer looking good. Electric charge looking good. So got plenty of battery. All right, so we're just gonna time accelerate. This is gonna tell us how far we are till our node. It's gonna swing around the other side of the planet. All right. All right. Got that vehicle assembly building music playing in the background. Ilker says, I really think you ought to sit down calmly, take a stress pill, and think things over. I feel much better now. I really do. And I want to help you. I still have the greatest enthusiasm for the mission. You gonna start singing Daisy for me, Ilker? Alright. Let's see. Node in 8 minutes. So I gotta point it at my maneuver node here. Come on, come on, come on, come on. 4, 3, 2. Alright. There we go. Less than a minute. Alright. Maneuver. I don't want to just... Actually, I should probably use my RCS to push it. Just let the momentum carry it. That way I don't waste monopropellant. Take it easy, Anthony. Alright. There we go. It's a nice little trick so I don't waste monopropellant. The last thing I want to do is run out of monoprop. Alright. Looks like we got a pretty good path here. Alright. Go ahead and kill that. Get ready to execute the burn. Not running out of monopropellant there. Nope. Alright. Go ahead and light her up. Keep my finger on the throttle. that as close as I possibly can. Use it in there. Alright. What's my periapsis gonna be? Alright. I think that will work. I don't think I have to do any correction burns. Oh no, I might. Let me, Alright, I think that might... It's okay if I overshoot it a little bit. Alright, I think that'll do. So it looks like I'm gonna get fairly close to it. I might have to do a correction burn. Looks like I'm gonna be passing pretty close to the, you know what? Set focus. See where I'm going. Oh! Yeah, okay, I'm gonna land. I'm gonna land about right there, it looks like. You know what, that's fine. That's fine, that might actually save some fuel. So that'll work. You don't want to hear me sing Daisy. Alright, so it looks like we're gonna land, like, right about there. On the day side. So that's, like, the perfect spot. It looks like I'll be within a line of sight, too. So I'll be in comm range. So, yeah, that works. I'll take it. So, I can ditch this stage. Let me see if I got how much fuel I got left here. Alright. Alright, well... I'm gonna go ahead and ditch this stage. Alright, so this is my upper stage bus. This is my Block B bus. And this is gonna do my deceleration burn. So hopefully I've got enough speed in this thing to do that burn, and I don't crash into the surface. I think I might have used a little too much fuel. Got plenty of monopropellant though, so hopefully this will be enough fuel. Alright. Well, let's time accelerate then and get it over there. Alright, see where we are now. Alright, so we're officially about to enter the moon's the Mun's gravitational pull now. About right here, set up a node. So I'm guessing that's sort of where I want to do my burn. Let's see, node in 34 minutes, 33 minutes. Go ahead. We'll go ahead and time accelerate. We're about right here. Let's warp about right. I don't want to get too close. All right. Make sure everything's looking good. Electric charge is good. Monopropellant's good. Last thing I want to do is lose attitude control when I'm trying to put this thing down. Alright. I'm going to get this thing down to about 1 minute. And then I'm going to flip and burn. Anybody who's watched The Expanse knows what that term means. So hopefully I have enough delta V to do this. Right. Okay, it looks like I might have enough to gently put this thing down. Alright. Maneuver node. Activate this engine. Okay, that might be enough fuel to do this. Like I said, hopefully I don't run out before I decelerate. The goal is to try to decelerate to about 100 meters per second. If I can get down to that, then I can ditch this stage and use the lander's landing engines to do the rest. But this stage is mostly just to get this thing to slow down enough to where it doesn't plow into the surface at 1 kilometer per second. I'm gonna go ahead and throttle up a little bit. Go ahead and light that engine. See my speed dropping. Like I said, hopefully I got enough fuel. It looks like I might just barely have enough. The craft looks stable. I'm not really firing my monoprop thrusters much, so... My gauge says I have enough fuel, so... Come on, if I can just get that down to like 100 something. If I can just get it down to 100 something, it'll work. Go ahead and fire retrograde now. Don't need this anymore. Might be able to do this. Come on. This is like... like, people who actually put probes down refer to this time as, like, the 7 minutes of terror. I think it'll work. I think I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna burn this thing until I get the speed below 100. And then I'm gonna throttle it down a bit. We want a little bit of that speed. We want a little bit of that, just a little bit of this speed. These landings always are just so nerve-wracking. And I'm about to run out of fuel, but that's fine. I've done the job of what I needed this thing to do. I just needed it to arrest just enough speed that I could bring this thing down with my my lander's thrusters. Alright, that stage is burned out. Go ahead and ditch it. I'm gonna just let it plow into the surface. I got my main thrusters on. I want these things to fire just enough to not, you know, let me die. I extend my landing legs. Still pretty high up. I would have liked to have done this closer to like closer to 10 kilometers up, but actually let me switch it over. Yeah, I'm 30 kilometers up right now. So that thing's gonna fall. Plow into the surface. See it right there. Looks like I'm gonna be coming down close to this big crater. Looks like some sort of highlands. Want this thing to point me retrograde. Make sure that I don't run out of monopropellant either, because I need to be able to maintain attitude control with this thing. There's no atmosphere on the Mun in the game like in the real Moon, so there's no friction of the atmosphere to slow me down. So I have to rely on my thrusters to slow me down. It looks like I got enough fuel to do it. It's gonna be pretty nerve-wracking. I really hope I didn't waste too much fuel. accelerate a little bit. That day down there so I can see it. Day 378 is when I got there. Alright. I'm falling vertically. Now I can start bringing that speed up. Been a long time since I've done this, so hopefully, that thing's 11 kilometers away. It's about to hit the ground. That's the booster stage that we used. That's about to hit the ground and explode. Looks like we're probably going to have plenty of fuel to do this, so fingers crossed. I don't want to fall too fast, or I don't want to fall too slow. I want to be able to land in a reasonable amount of time. Acceleration, do a little bit of time acceleration. About 7,600 meters up right now. This is nerve-wracking. It's really nerve-wracking. I attempt to put this thing down. Gotta keep it pointed retrograde. My monoprop looking at. Looks like I got plenty of monoprop. My fuel's looking good. Thousand meters. Pull up my Kerbal Engineer HUD for landing. All right. Giving me my coordinates of where I am too. Trying to arrest the rest of this horizontal speed. Looks like I'm gonna land in 54 seconds. Slowly bringing that speed down. Like we can see some boulders already and some scatter. Approaching 3,000 meters from the surface. Looks like my descent rate is sort of matching my surface speed, so hopefully they'll cancel out by the time I reach the surface. I've got plenty of fuel though, so you should be all right. I'm gonna go ahead and slow my descent a little bit more. Don't want this to take forever. There's the what's left of the Block B stage right there. It looks like part of it survived the impact. I'm gonna have to switch over to that view at some point and see how much of it survived. Hopefully we don't. Oh, nope, there it is. It just blew up. Never mind. None of it survived. It just hit the surface and exploded. That means we're getting close. Alright, this is a good hover range. I'm sort of gently coasting down to the surface right now. I'm going about as fast as I want to say I'm traveling about as fast as a car right now towards the surface. So I have to keep my fingers on the shift and control and do this balancing act of slowly letting off the throttle and getting on the throttle and getting off the throttle and on the throttle. Might not look super exciting, but this is like really nerve-wracking right now. Like, will I crash or will I not crash? Wonder if I could see my shadow. Alright, we're below 1,000 meters now. Some of these boulders are pretty big. It doesn't look like I'm going to be landing on top of any of them, though, so that's good. I can just keep my hover speed around right here until I get to about I want to say about 300 meters. Then I can crank it up a little bit. Pick it up a little bit. It looks like I'm going to bring it down pretty slow. Should have turned my gradient on to see if there's like a slope or something. Alright, I'm going to get down to about 5 meters. Come on. Oh yeah, it's dropping super slow now. Yeah, this will work. Just gonna throttle it up just a little bit right before I get to the surface. Like most of my horizontal speed has been canceled out. Throttle up a little bit. Throttle down a bit. Throttle down a bit. 1 meter per second. Throttle up. Throttle down. All right, here we go. Moment of truth. Throttle up engines a bit. And cut engines. Yeah, it looks like I landed on a slope. And we are down. Oh my god. Oh. Oh. Ah. Oh my god. Oh, I can breathe now. Oh shit. Oh. Alright, I'm cutting these engines. I do them all manually. I don't want to risk pushing something and Whew. Ugh. Alright, well, this thing looks like it's gonna kind of drift down this hill a little bit. Hopefully it doesn't drift too much. I need to go... I need to go get a beer after that, so I'll be right back. All right. Oh, okay. That was nerve-wracking. All right. So now we have a second part to this mission. Now I believe our lander is, for the most part, stopped drifting. Looks like it's kind of staying where it is now. So the next step, like I showed in the let me go back to that. So the next step is to extend this little arm thingy. Can't really see it because stuff's in the way, so let me pull up the image. Next thing is to extend this little arm thingy here. So, yeah, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna put that little sample arm down. First, let's, extend our antennas. Cool. Alright, where's Kerbin at? There it is. There's Kerbin. Very cool. So, I've kind of got a point. Kind of got to go that way when I take the top off of this thing, when the top launches off. Alright, so let me go ahead and extend this arm. Go ahead and do our little sample collection. Go ahead and do a little science here. Run analysis. It's still kind of sliding down the hill. That's fine though. Yeah, this RCS thruster right here is trying to keep it stable. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to transmit our science here quickly as possible. All right, go ahead and do some more science here. Those RCS thrusters aren't going to transfer data. I want to log gravity data, transmit it. Make sure we have enough power in RCS propellant to do this. Now, if this were like real life, these little foot pads would keep it from sliding, but you know, since it's Kerbal Space Program, yeah, I'm hoping that it doesn't fall over. All right, so we got that. All right, cool. So we transmitted that data. Let's log the temperature. Transmit that. Very cool. All right. Looks like we got most of our science here. Go ahead and retract this arm. Put our sample inside of our little sample return vessel up here, which is this little thing. Alright. Now I have to transfer power, or now I have to transfer control of this thing over to this computer. Shit, I'll remember how I did that. Alright. I think I did that. Yes. Alright, cool. That was my action group. Alright. So, go ahead and retract the arm again. Looks like this thing's just gonna slide down the hill and kind of come to rest at the bottom, looks like. That's fine. Alright. So, now that those engines are going, and the control should now be from the top of this thing. I go ahead and slowly throttle up my engines and get ready to disengage this top stage and return the sample to Kerbin. Alright, everybody get ready to say bye to the Mun. Go ahead and, well, you know what? I'm gonna take advantage of this situation. Take some screenshots. Take a few of them. Oh yeah. We're gonna run on a mono prop soon, and it's not gonna stop this thing from sliding. So, alright, well, hopefully the rest of the station survives. Go ahead and, do a screen capture here. The date and time for the log. Alright. Here we go. Alright. See what our arc is here. We want to turn. We want to go this way. Right. Good. That's a good launch angle. When we coast, we're gonna coast up to apoapsis. We got our little sample on board here. Down there is our main probe bus. We want to circularize this. We have to be perfect. Delta V I got. Oh, I got plenty of Delta V. See, node in. Try to get that little fuel as possible. Alright. Cool. I wanna circulate. I wanna actually I wanna try to get it as I don't want to get it on the plane. I'm gonna have to do the burn here though. Right, 1 minute 23 seconds. Pointed at my maneuver node here. The thing's got reaction wheels on it, so it should have no trouble pointing at the right angle. I could just point this thing prograde, but I kind of want to try to get it to a certain orbit. There's Kerbin. We're about to return home here soon. Light the engine up. That might actually be enough. Almost. That's good. That's good enough. Cool. Alright, so. We want to get this thing. We want to change the inclination. We're going to do an inclination change here. Get it level with Kerbin. Then, we're actually going to set our target Kerbin here. Nope, we don't want to go out that far. Nope, 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 nope. Too much. What are you doing? That's not what I want. There. Better. Why it did that? Why are you pointing all the way out there? That's not what I want. I want to do an inclination change. There. Inclination change. You know what? I think I might not be able to do that there. I think I might have to do something like this. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to try to get it at a weird angle. Alright, well, I'm gonna try to get this as close to Kerbin as possible. Might not be able to do it from that angle. Might have to put this thing... Might have to put this thing to orbit first. Before I can do that. Then I might have to do extra maneuver. Like that's what I might need to do. Come on now, bring it in. Kerbin periapsis, there we go, that's what I want. Bring that down. So nitpicky. That's 7,000 kilometers. I'm always so much better at this than my, might have to do it in a different spot. You know what? I might have to just, might just have to settle for this weird angle. Might just have to do that. I might have to do the maneuver here. It's like the most irritating part of this. Trying to get the periapsis. There we go. That's what I want right there. All right, yeah, that works. And we'll just inch it down until it's in the atmosphere. That'll work. There we go. Okay, node in 23 minutes. I'm actually going to go ahead and ease that down even more. That way I don't have to be exact. And yeah, we got plenty of delta V to do it. Not ideal, but it'll work. Alright. So we're just going to time accelerate about right here. Actually, first off, I want to make sure that all my batteries and everything are looking good. Alright, cool. Just going to time accelerate to right here. Minutes to maneuver. Accelerate a little bit more. Past the night side. Right now we're out of line of sight, so I have no control over this vehicle until I see Kerbin again. At least I don't think I do. Okay, now I'm coming back into line of sight. That's good. That's good, because I would not have been able to do this maneuver if I wasn't in line of sight of Kerbin. So hopefully our lander bus has stopped sliding at this point. So we'll check in on it after we put this down. Last I checked, the parachutes and everything were working correctly, so hopefully we don't have any issues with that. Point it, point it, point it, point it. Alright. Hopefully this doesn't end up plowing this thing into the ground. That's why I chose a not an exact trajectory. More like just get it as close to as I can. There we go. There we go. That will put me inside the atmosphere. Perfect. So I don't have to do anything else. I am now going to go inside the atmosphere. Check my power. Electric charge looks good, but I'm on the night side, so as soon as I get into the day side, my solar panels will light up. Time accelerate away from the moon. Say goodbye. I'm fully charged. I should be good. Time accelerate towards Kerbin now. I fall into its gravitational field. Let's see where this thing is going to put me. I don't know why it keeps wanting to go back there. I have control over it. Oh, my focus is on this. All right, I want to change my focus to this. It'll let me. We see Kerbin. That's what I want. Okay. I'm going to be on the day side or night side. It looks like I'm going to be entering the atmosphere on like the sunrise side. So we're going to be ditching this engine on the night side, looks like. Making sure my batteries don't die. That might be a real possibility. So hopefully this mission wasn't for nothing. But in reality, the first couple Soviet missions failed too, so... Alright, I gotta flip retrograde. Let me see if it's possible. Probably not. I should have done a maneuver. Oh well. Coming in now. Hang on to this as long as I can. Alright. I wanted to sap as much energy from those batteries as I could before I detached. Now I'm on battery power. Hopefully I don't run out of electric charge. And there goes my engine stage. Re-entering the atmosphere now. I am, oof, hitting it pretty hard. I really hope I don't burn up. I designed this thing as a whole. This whole thing as a heat shield, so if I die, I die. No second chances on this mission. Here we go. Hopefully, I put it in as at a shallow enough angle. Hopefully, my chute will deploy. This is the sample return capsule. It has the precious ores and stuff in it, so more nerve-wrackingness here. Seems to be holding up pretty good so far. Check my battery. Battery seems to be holding up okay. Like it's only draining like... Yeah. Yeah, I'll be on the ground before it drains completely. Now we just wait. I don't have any control over this thing until I can deploy my chute. Let's see if I can bump up the light a little bit here. There we go. A little bit better. Not much. It probably doesn't look much better on your screen, but looks way better on mine. Passing over some cities right now. Some mountains in the background. These people down here probably have no idea that this was on the moon. And it's coming back. This thing's holding up pretty good. We're about to go subsonic. Battery. Yeah, we'll be fine. We're totally gonna be fine. Pump up this gamma a little bit more. You guys can watch it land. There we go. There we go. That's a little better. Once this thing gets down below, 3 kilometers, I should be able to deploy my chute. Hopefully. Hopefully it'll let me. The waiting game now. I'm gonna go ahead and time accelerate a little bit. get down to that 1 kilometer mark quicker. So when I hit 3,000, I'm going to deploy the chute. I'm going to try it before then. About right here. All right. Yes! Deployed. It should unfurl at about 1,000 meters. Perfect. Oh, that's beautiful. There's parts of the spacecraft crashing over there. Go ahead and get a screenshot of this. We're landing near some mountains. Go ahead and time accelerate. Should be fine. It's not going to hit the ground hard now at this point. Oh, I'd say this mission was pretty successful. Like I said, we're going to go check the lander and see if it stopped sliding or not. Alright, here we go. Moment of truth. Ah, the shell exploded, but the sample vessel is intact. That's important. So, yeah, I'd say that was successful. Normally this lands in water, but it's good to know that it survived the landing. Now where it's gonna let's look at the pull up F3. Very nice. Go ahead and get a screenshot of that. Right. Very cool. All right. So I should have my it should tell me my coordinates where I landed. Let me try to pull that up. Site landing info. Here we go. I want to put that in there too. I'm gonna get that. Get a screenshot of that. Hover vessel. Very cool. All right, let's go check on the lander on the Mun and see what that looks like. Go check on that, and then I think I'm gonna end stream. Nighttime at the KSC. Oh, clicked the wrong one. I didn't want to go to that one. I want to go to the tracking station, not the vehicle assembly building. back out of here. Well, we're gonna go ahead and rename this Muna 12 because I'm gonna do another mission with that. And we'll just go to the tracking station. We'll go check on our lander. See how it's doing. It'd still be there. Still be there recording its data. Probably registers. Yeah, it sees it as debris. So we're gonna have to go there. We're gonna have to go there and I think it sees it as debris. I don't know why it doesn't see it as a lander. Add a computer core, it should see it. It registered it as something else. Yeah, there it is. Okay, that's what it did. All right, there it is. All right, yeah, it registered it as a probe. I have to change that. Come on. Don't spaz out on me. Stop. Stop it. Thank you. So it's a lander. Call it 11. There we go. Now we got that set up. As is customary. I'd like to rename my debris. Oh, you know what? Okay, that's why that's not there. Okay, yeah. So I'm wondering why the upper stage for Muna 11 isn't showing up. And the reason is because I put it on a trajectory where it was on a direct trajectory with the Mun. So what ended up happening was that upper stage that we separated from Kerbin, it flew into the moon. So it collided with the moon. So that's what happened to it. So, well, that's cool. That's less space junk. But yeah, let's go see how our lander's doing real quick. Hopefully it doesn't like glitch out on us and explode or something. We'll get a visit from the Kraken. Okay, it's still kind of sliding down. But yeah, here's the there's the lander. Still doing its thing. I'm gonna go ahead and make note of the time. The coordinates here. Yeah, it looks like time acceleration doesn't, help it slide down any faster. Oh well. Oh, there's our lander base. There's a view. Well, I think that's a good place to end the stream today. Mission successful. Actually, you know what? Let me pull up my spreadsheet here. As is customary on stream, whenever I have a successful mission, I always put it in the spreadsheet. Pull that up here. Pull up the spreadsheet. Alright, Muna 11, there it is. Alright, we're going to go ahead and move that. We're going to move that here. Actually, here. It was like what? I'll have to put the correct day in. Molnai M. Block B. It was a Muna. Yeah, it was a Muna D. I believe it was a D2V. Lander. Because it was a changed version. What did I have here? D1 lander, D2V. Okay, D1V. All right, that's fine. Landed. What did I put on over here? Yeah, landed. All right, landed. I'll put the mission time in later. Success. Sample return mission success. Fully returned lunar sample. And then I'll fill in all the other data later. But yeah. Great success. Awesome. Mission accomplished. So yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and I think that's where we're gonna end stream today. So thanks everybody for watching. I'm gonna go ahead and throw up the stream card here. When you can catch me next. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I got Minecraft streams coming up. I think Saturday I'm gonna do a PvP stream. Thursday I think I'm going to do my usual stream for my server. I got a couple of videos coming out about the block by block west server that I'm sort of, you know, screwing around on. So yeah, keep an eye out for that. And with that, take it easy, guys.